Guys, so if you're watching the video, that means I'm not here. So what you guys are going to do is 4.2 day 2. This is A and B, 4.2 A and B day 2. So go grab a classwork in the corner. They look like this. Once you have that, you can resume the video. All right, so what we are going to be doing today are a little bit more logarithms, short notes, just a lot of practice. So there's your warm-up. I want you to do that. So pause the video and then resume it when you're done. All right, so if it says to add x and y, and the square root of 5 to the x is equal to 125, we'll do that one first. So the square root of 5 is the same thing as 5, 5 to the 1/2 power, and that's to the x, right? 5 to the 1/2 is the same thing as square root of 5, and then to the x equals 125, which is 5 to the third. Right, so once the bases match, cross them out, and we get power to a power, so we're just going to multiply 1/2 x equals 3. Multiply both sides by 2, you get x equals 6. On the other part, we have log in base 1/2 equals, or of 1/6, log in base 1/2 of 1/16 equals y. So what we want to do is just rewrite it as an exponential. So it's going to be 1/2 to the y equals 1/16. You can convert to a base of 2, but you might not need to. You probably know that 1/2 to the 4th power will equal 1/16 because distribute the 4 to both, you'll get 1/16. So you're going to get y equals 4. And if it just says to add x and y, you'll get 6 plus 4, which is obviously 10. Okay, so typical examples that we're going to see today. You might have even seen them yesterday, or just more practice with this stuff since it's new. Log in base 16 of x is equal to 1/4. It's a simple equation to solve when we change it into exponential form. You get 16 to the 1/4, which is x, so x equals 2. Again, our answer today is x equals 2, well, just for this problem, because it gave us an x in the problem. Right? If it gives you an x, then make your answer as x equals. If it doesn't, then don't say x equals, like in this one. Right? Log in base 2 of 1/8 plus log in base 2 of 4. So solve them separately. Right? Log in base 2 of 1/8 is the same thing as saying 2 to the what is equal to 1/8, which that what would be -3. Again, I don't like that it says x equals -3. It's just -3. That's the answer to that. Log in base 2 of 4, all right, so 2 to the what is equal to 4. They use x, well, that would just be 2. Right, so you're just going to add the 2 together. So you got -3 plus 2, which is a difficult one, but we get an answer of -1. Another type of problem you're going to see here, with the logarithm as an exponent. Don't panic. We have a log expression that occurs in the exponent. It just usually means that you can solve the log part by itself. So in this case, log in base 2 of 8. All right, well, if you did log in base 2 of 8, 2 to the what is equal to 8. Or I'm sorry, 2 to the third is equal to 8. That's just an expression. So that answer would be 3. 2 to the what is equal to 3. So really you're looking at 4 to the third instead of 4 to the log. 4 to the third is 64, so that's it. You're done with that one. And then another type of problem, which we'll see, is log in base 5 of 25 is equal to x plus 1. So not just one number. You have two unlike terms. Again, not a huge deal. Just rewrite it. So 5 to the whole thing, x plus 1, equals 25. And again, you notice that the exponent is the variable, or the variable is in the exponent, so you need to match the bases here. And very convenient, we have 5 and 25. So 5 to the x plus 1 equals 5 squared. Cross these out. You get x plus 1 equals 2. Subtract 1, you get x equals 1. All of these questions, it's very easy to plug your answers back into, right? If you plugged 1 back in, log in base 5 of 25 is 2. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. Very easy to check these. You'll also see some natural log, which is on your calculator. If you didn't know it, natural log button is right here. It's just a type of log. It has a base of e, but it's just another type of log. It has its own base. E is like 2.72. It's just like a number, almost like pi. So don't get confused if you see ln or a natural log or e's. E is just a number. It's about 2.72. That's really all you need to know for now. So if I said natural log of e to the negative 7, natural logs don't write the base. It's almost like a common log, which was the log of 10 on your calculator, right? This also doesn't have a base. It just says log. Well, the same thing goes for natural log. You don't write the base in there. It's just assumed that it's e. So what you could do is just write your own little e just for now until you get comfortable with it. So it's almost log in base of e. That's what a natural log is. So it's natural log of e to the negative 7. So first step, just rewrite it. So the base is e. It's not this e, it's this one down here. So it's e to the what? We'll use x equals e to the negative 7, since that's your argument. And then obviously you'll get x equals negative 7, but your answer is not x equals, it's just negative 7, right? And if you did that on the calculator, natural log of e to the negative 7, you get the same thing. It's just negative 7. And you can't see it. There you go. This one, natural log, again, you can write the little e in there. The base is e, or you don't need to if you can just kind of assume it. Of 1 over e to the third plus log in base 3 of 81. So you can solve each one separately. So if you did e to the what, we use x equals 1 over e to the third. We can do this part. Well, 1 over e to the third, right? 1 over x to the third is x to the negative 3, so 1 over e to the third is e to the negative 3. So you'll get, do it a little quicker here, e to the x equals e to the negative 3. These match. Again, it's just negative 3 for that side. You don't have to say x equals. Log in base 3 of 81, right? We might have seen this one before. 3 to the what is equal to 81, right? Match the bases. 3 to the x equals 3 to the 4th, right? 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, times 3 more is 81. That bases match, you just get 4. So it's really asking you what is negative 3 plus 4, which is 1. And that's it. So those are the types of problems you'll see today in case you didn't see them yesterday. So what I want you guys to do first is do the 4.2 A and B Day 2 activity. And then if you finish that, do the homework. Both are on Schoology. You'll find that was Day 1. So this is what you're doing first, Day 2 activity, and then the Day 2 homework right here.